Hello, my name is Derek Lane. I am a senior here at ASU in the TEM program. I'm 23 years old. I live in Orange County, California. And before I get into the whole what I learned thing, I'll give you just a brief background on who I am and my education history kind of stuff. So, yeah, as I said before, I live in Orange County, California. I live at home with my mom and dad and my little brother. I have an older brother who's 27 and he's married and lives out of the house. As for my education background, I graduated high school in 2009. After that, I went on to the local community college, Saddleback, for 2 years, and then transferred to Texas Christian University, TCU, in Fort Worth, Texas, and then went there for a year and a half. And then I wasn't doing too well in school there. I was kind of straying off the path. And then so I decided to come back home and kind of regroup. Took another semester at Saddleback and then started working at Starbucks full time. And then the opportunity came up to go to ASU online through Starbucks. And because I would go in as a junior because of the courses I had already completed at the previous universities, it would be fully reimbursed. So that was pretty much too good of an opportunity to pass up. I hadn't really given ASU Online a full thought prior to that, but I was always planning on finishing my education, whether it be at Cal State Fullerton or some other local school. But this opportunity, like I said before, was too good to pass up. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Where I'm at now. This class really helped me to ultimately set some foundations, I guess, if you want to call them, in the business world. It really helped me to understand ultimately how to set up a startup company, because that ultimately is what I want to do after I'm done with school and after I get my degree, which will hopefully be next spring. I got one more semester this fall, or this another half this summer, and then one more fall, one more spring. But ultimately, what I want to do is start my own company. I want to work for some big company for a few years after graduating, and then eventually go off and start something up. And this class showed me the importance of ultimately what to do before I can actually start up a company, and the necessary steps I need to take in order for the company to be successful. Because if you start up a company without knowing your customers, knowing your business as a whole, you're not going to succeed. But if you go in with the right mindset and the right preparation, there's no guarantee for success. Ultimately, what you're doing though is putting yourself in a better chance to be successful. Like we read in like the Outliers book about opportunities, doing the right preparation and taking the necessary steps. It won't guarantee you success, but it'll give you a lot more opportunities to be successful. And whether or not you're born into opportunities or just, that's not what I'm talking about, but in general, success is what you make of your opportunities that you're given. And if you keep pushing, you keep putting yourself out there, making the phone calls, talking to different people, eventually someone's going to help you out. Like my dad tells me, it's easy to help someone who's willing to put in the work and wants to be helped. No one's going to go out of their way and to do and do everything for you. But if you keep pushing and pushing yourself and kind of putting yourself out there, eventually someone is going to take a chance on you and help you out, and that's ultimately all you need to be successful. Um, like I wrote in the previous paper, the journey doesn't stop once I get my degree. That ultimately all it is it doesn't complete the race, it gets you to the starting line. It lets you run in the race. It lets you join the workforce ultimately, and that's the very start of it. Yeah, this class really kind of made me understand opportunities more, and just gave me a better understanding of the business world in general, and what needs to be done in order to achieve the goals that I've set out for myself. Because that's ultimately why I want to be an entrepreneur as opposed to working in the corporate world. Because the corporate world, you can go there, it's safe. It's you go there, you work your way up the ladder, and there's a ceiling to that. In the entrepreneur world, there's no ceiling on what I can achieve myself based on my own work. I can go out there, and my future and what I achieve is in my own hands, as opposed to someone else dictating how high I go. Starting my own company, that's purely relies on my own shoulders. How successful I am will be based on how much work I'm willing to put in, and I'm willing to put in the work. I know that, but I need the foundations, and this class has helped me understand that. Because without understanding what you need to do, the work won't really lead to much because you don't know what to do. So in kind of wrapping it up, this class helped me, I believe, set me up for success in my future classes as well as my future careers after this, giving me a better understanding of what I need to do in general. So yeah, that's it. See ya.